Hello there, Mariano again. It's a windy and cloudy day here in Atlanta. Today is April the 3rd. It's cloudy and windy and all that, but since colors here fade so quickly, and a lot of them are fading right now, I wanted to show you how the maple garden is doing right now in kind of like peak color of spring. I just got back from a 12-day trip, and coming back home and seeing all of these is it just reaffirms my addiction for maples, if you will. It's fantastic to see these colors. So I'm gonna do a walkthrough of what's happening right now in the garden, so you can see some of the good colors before they fade. I'm gonna go fairly quickly. There's a lot of pollen right now. We just broke the record in pollen. It's the pollening happening right now, as we call it here. And all these little things are dropping from the trees. As you can see, it's all over the place. So that's the bad part about spring here in the south of the US. A lot of pollen. But here's Firefall, Red Dissectum. I'm going to show you now Radiant. You can see the variegation on the leaves. Radiant is one of my favorites. Really like it. It's a pretty large one, by the way. It's probably due to the fact that it's in the ground. Most of my other maples are not in the ground. You can see, and I love the coloration of the bark. It has like that snake bark look to it. Then I have a nebula here. It's a reticulated one. I have so many reticulated ones, but they all look a little bit different. That's what I want to tell myself, to have them all, or to have a lot of them. I love this little alley here. That leads to the Bihu. There at the end. It's a large Jordan with this highlighter yellow color. This one's also on the ground. The maple alley is kind of getting interrupted by these two getting together, so I'm gonna have to prune them eventually, pretty much soon. This is a new one to me, another reticulated one called Fred's Wild Dream. If somebody knows who Fred is or was, please let me know. First spring with it. Nice reticulation. This one right here is Strawberry Spring. Yesterday was a little bit more vibrant. The spring is fading, the pink is fading, but you get the idea. It's so beautiful. More reticulation goodness. Here is Sister Ghost. It's a very well-known tree. Moving on to the next reticulated one. This is Mikazuki. This has very narrow lobes. Sometimes they look like hands, like that one. Cool little tree. I have native azaleas that are getting ready to open, and there's a Gampo white azalea full of blooms. Windy today. Keep going. This is a trident maple called Bling Bling. It was more yellow a couple of days ago. It's tall and skinny right now. Then behind it, this one looks great. It's Momoyo Koyasan, something like that. Slowly panning the color. The one that is sort of stealing the show due to its size, color, and shape is this one. This one is Shiraz. The number of blooms, I've never seen it like this before. There are blooms everywhere. So it's pretty exciting. I'm gonna get, I guess, a bunch of seeds, hopefully, which I'm gonna be trying to germinate next year. As I keep mentioning on my videos, this is the enabler, if you will, variety. This is what started my maple sort of addiction. So I have Shiraz to blame or thank, depending how you see it. This one is called Shazam. Very dark purple and big leaves, as you can see here. This one is Vec Pink. Korean Gem, it's now green. This one is really cool. Dragon Master, it's a weeping one that I'm training up. Love that yellow. And next to it, it's I love the stage of Kurohime right now. This is Kurohime. Then it becomes sort of like a boring green. But right now, it's pure magic. Japanese lanterns. Kiyohime. A few days ago, it was at its peak. You can still see some of the borders being red in color, but it's no longer showing off as much. I'm gonna go here. I missed Miss Maple, slowly unfurling all of its leaves, but yeah, it's nice. Another reticulated one. Love them. Love that shape of the leaf. And similar one, but a totally different color, is Amagi Shigure. Pretty tree. Then I have a purple umbrella next to this yellow Elysium. Makes a good contrast of colors. Right above it, this is Mikado. Again, very cool colors right now, but it will turn green in a second here in the south. And then if I keep moving here, this is Lupi. I really don't know what its claim of fame is. Not a very popular one. So I keep moving. These rhododendron blooms are incredible. This plant is happy here. In the south, with all the humidity, they're not the happiest, but I'm glad that this one is doing quite well. I love going to the Appalachian Mountains in July and see all the rhododendrons in bloom. This one here is my Bihu, fully leafed out with its yellow bark. There you go. 4-season interest on this tree. Highly recommended. It can be finicky, I hear, but fingers crossed it's doing okay. This one though, I don't have good contrast. Let me move it. Right here. It's just, I love the shape. It's like a little umbrella. Super finely laced leaf. This is Beni Kumonosu. I love the structure of this tree. But what is unique is that I think this tree is double grafted. See, I see a graft there, which I never seen before. As far as having two grafts, if I keep going down there, there's another graft there. So we got one, and if I go up, and two. Yeah, I have no idea, but look at the shape of this tree. It's really cool. Anyway, if anybody else has a double grafted tree, let me know. Moving around, and again, every time I pan the camera, all the colors are spectacular. Okay, so this one is Tana, T-A-N-A. It lost a little bit of the red borders, but I do like the shape of the leaves. This one still looks good. Kawahara Rose. Very pretty. Cool to see the new growth. This one is Umegai. Going on to Northwind. And moving on to Emmett's Pumpkin. It's a big leaf, Japonicum. You can see some of the orange on the new growth, new leaves. And right here on this side we have Dulce. Cool little tree. And that's pretty nice. And then this one is Garden Glory. I think it's a Shirasawanum. Sangokaku here, large one, and another pan. Let's see on this side. This one is Shinde Shoujo. It was very, very red a couple of days ago. It's hard to time these maples as they change daily here. This is Orizuru, has that dusting coloration or variegation. Super nice. And then we go here, Omato, large leaves. This one is in the ground. We have it's either red or pink flamingo. I can't remember if it's red or pink. Variegated snakebark maple. It wants to weep, as you can see. And then this one is Myrte. I have two of them by mistake. I don't mind it because, as you can see, it's not a bad looking tree. Sir Damon right here, that I moved this spring to this corner so that it shows off its dark or red bark against the fence. So it's gonna look good. This one is ornatum. Hard to tell with the background the way it is. So let's move on. So I've been slowly putting the different trees on these sort of, I call it the bleachers, it's different kind of shelves. Let's just go real quick. This is Tattoo. It has an odd shape, it's just like a stick. This one leafing out, it's always one of the last ones to leaf out, is Bashful. It's kind of struggling, I think, but I do like when it comes out. This is Naruto, trident with the curled leaves, and they look like little airplanes. This one is Itami Nibluki. Has some variegation, very slight variation. Koyuki. Another reticulated one. Autumn Moon, unfurling. Kotobuki, another one of those with this sort of dusty variegation. Azuma Murasaki. This one is a trident that is just starting to leaf out. Miyasama Yatsubusa. And this one is cool. I always like this one. Looks like it's getting a ton of leaves this year. Maltese Cross. The leaves look like a Maltese Cross, hence the name. And then there's another trident, supposed to be variegated, it's not doing it for me. Hanami Nishiki. It's very compact. Japanese Princess, Maikawa type. This one is called Otaha. They're fading so quick, the colors. This is Hagoromo. Now this one is cool. Suro no Mai. Followed by Ryugu. Kind of like a Mikawa type, but it's a little variegated here and there. This one is Boskoop Glory. I was just in the Netherlands, that's where I was out of town, and Boskoop is, I think it's a little town there. There's a lot of growers in the Netherlands. So a lot of the names come from Netherlands, nurseries and things like that. Beautiful country. This is Sagara Nishiki. Let's see if this year it gives me that variegation on the edges that it's famous for. I see some of that right now. This one is Julia. followed by, was it Blue Moon? Has that blue tinge in the color, in the yellows. Really cool, that yellow, and the shape of the leaf. This is Murogawa. Seasons of Change. I think this one finally died. I don't see any buds or anything. This is Burgundy Jewel. I don't think I'm gonna get it again. Circinatums are an issue for me, apparently. Here in the south, they're more suited for the northwest of the US. This is Elmwoody, or Elmwood. Very cool reticulated one. Mayday, Mayday. Love Mayday, especially that contrast pot and leaves. Mayday, and next to it is Mystic Mikawa. You can see the two side by side, difference in colors. Down here we have, what was it? Blushing Beauty. It's blushing right now. It was very cool to see it unfurl. And it has extremely large flowers. This one is Mikasa Yama. Another one with great leaf shape. This one is Ruby, or Aka Omote. Now this one is Okushimo, or Okushimo, I'm not sure how you say it, where it looks like there's some kind of disease here, but that's how it actually looks. And that's how it actually is. The leaves curl upwards and inwards. So this is a lily pad, another Mikawa type. Interesting shape. There's like 4 different branches going on the side. This one is Johin. I think it's Shirasawa. Now this one is Eagle Claw. I'm gonna turn around, continue here. This is Sweet Lorraine. I'm gonna pick it up, I swear. This is Magic Moon. Pretty cool. This one has a lot of hype. I'm not sure how long it's gonna stay like this, but it's pretty unique. This is Dr. Brown. This is one of my favorite weepings. Ichigyoji. Tiger Rose. Reticulated. This one is Tendo. Mostly green. I'm gonna skip this Tea Camellia. This is Gossamer, or Gossamer. It's very dense Japonicum. Really like it. This one is called Kansai Akegarasu. Dragon Ghost, supposed to be a weeping reticulated. I think it's just a hype. I see a little bit of reticulation here, but it's beautiful though. It's weeping down, but the reticulation, I think it's a marketing ploy. This one is Cloud of Dragons. There's some variegation in there. Odd looking leaf. This one is Murakumo. This one is Wat Nong. Miss Piggy. I think it's very cool. Very, very cool. You can see how the leaves layer, sort of Mikawa-like. I don't think it gets enough points, but I do like it a lot. This one is Marielle. Had like painted nails, but now it's fading. And this one is Kogane Sakai and Kisetsu Dore. So moving on here, I'm probably gonna break it down in 2 or more pieces, this video. This is just my seedling that I got as like a 2-gallon, and it's a beast now. It's just a green seedling, but regardless, it's sort of beautiful. Oh, I need to come to this side. Apologize. Look at this Noel. Really beautiful. It's cloudy, so the colors are not the best on the camera, but it's very impressive right now. Covered with pollen. This one is strange to me. It's called Little Fella. It's interesting because it's a Shirasawanon with a very small leaf. The one that is looking fairly neat is this Peaches and Cream. You can tell the colors are pretty phenomenal. Sometimes they get these smoky looking dark edges. Maybe it's gonna happen later on. So I'll try to capture that if that happens this year. This one is Christine Star. It was really orange a few days ago. Now it's turning yellow to green. Christine Star. This one is Sensu. Looks like it's not leafing completely. As you can see, there's a lot of small branches that look dead. I'm seeing that a lot in some of the trees. Top branches are not leafing out, or it looks like the buds are dead or black. So not sure what causes that, stress from the season, the winter or what, but I'm seeing that a bit in these maples. This one is Abyss Weeping. It already has samaras there, or seeds, so that's good. This one in the fall was spectacular. Abyss Weeping. This one is a Japonicum Atarii. Very cool. Sharp's Pygmy doing its thing. Now this one I love. This one is Morton. It has another name, but anyways, I think this is from the Morton Arboretum. I think it's in Chicago. I think it's a hybrid between a Circinatum and a Palmatum. This one is Kotomaru. Moving back, Pink Filigree. And my really weird May apple Chinese mayapple called Spotted Dotty, as you can see. And then I also have those epimediums. I really like those flowers. Then next to the pink filigree, it's Islet, another dissectum with, I like this the shape, and it has that coloration on the edges. Makes it look good. This one is Takesimense. I never know how to say that, but it's very cool. Moving on, this one is pretty much all white. It's Naguri Nishiki. How cool is that? Acer pictum. This one is Yama Nishiki. Let's see if okay, so this is its claim of fame. I have a couple of leaves doing that, not a lot of them. Maybe it's too early for that. I noticed that some of the variegation on these trees come up later, not in the beginning. So this might be the case. It's cool though. Yama Nishiki. This one down here is Okazuki. Totally green. Kumoi Nishiki, always one of my favorites. How can you not like that texture and variegation, leaf shape? Fantastic tree. And next to it is Diva. Let's see if Diva starts shaking, stop being a diva, so I can get the coloration. Right now it's beautiful. That is Diva for you. All right, so that was a quick, well, not so quick because we're over half an hour. But we basically started there and went through this path in the Maple Alley, and then went around the Bihu through the arbor and came back this way, and we ended up here. This is basically approximately about half of my maples. I'm gonna record another video coming up soon, so you can see this other goodness that I have here. I'll do this quickly, or maybe later today or tomorrow before the colors fade more than what they have today. So anyways, like this video, subscribe it, share it, send it to your friends, and comment. I love to hear from you. Until the next one now, bye.